Friends, Convocation May 2022 is about to begin. For all of our guests in Convocation Mall, please listen closely to a few important announcements for your enjoyment and safety during the ceremony. During the ceremony, guests should remain seated and keep the aisles clear. This is a requirement by fire regulations. In the case of an evacuation or an emergency evacuation, follow the directions of event personnel to the assembly point, which is located down the stairs behind you, on the track and field outside the gym, again over there. Those with accessibility needs should proceed to the Halpern Center, which is located northeast of Convocation Mall, just over here. In consideration of other guests, we ask that you refrain from conversation during the ceremony, and please put your cell phones on silent. Masks are no longer required in indoor or outdoor public spaces across the province and are a matter of personal choice. Please be understanding and compassionate of people's individual circumstances and choices. For those near and far, we encourage you to share your photos and messages on social media using #MySFUgrad. Would the audience please rise for the academic procession?
Epkasim Tashnemish at Saleotosh Stumtame. We're the Tsleil-Waututh Warriors. We sang our paddle song today. A paddle, the canoe is important to our people, and we are part of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. In this land, our ancestors called this mountain Saltoth Mant. Saltoth Mountain. Hi, Tsep Ewith.
Elder, would you like to?
Yes, yeah.
You don't need that.
Good morning. At this time, I would like to say a prayer. Creator Lord, we the people are gathering here today in a respectful way. We pray for continual success, overcoming obstacles our path through life journey. Guide us, Lord, continue to teach, walk with us in grace, honor, compassion, friendship, and love. Creator, we honor your presence. May we work together, network together, learn together on our continued journey. May we share hope for a blessed day and days yet to arrive. Let us connect in a good way. Help us to listen compassionately, to speak humbly, to act justly. We pray for success, great outcomes, connection with you, Creator Lord, guiding us. Prayers for all who walk through these doors. Keep us safe, all safe, Lord, here as we gather. Acknowledge the huge accomplishments of our graduating students. Bless all on our daily journey. Thank you for your mercy and grace. Amen. Good morning. My name is Tenisqui Marie Hooper. I am an elder from Coquitlam First Nation. The language we speak is Hochelamalem Downriver dialect. Josephine Good, last fluent speaker, my aunt, recorded tapes at SFU a few years ago. Our chief, Ed Hall, also has attended university learning our Hochelamalem language. My daughter and another member studied our language through online learning with SFU during COVID. Coquitlam means red fish up the river. We had an abundance of fish at one time, 100 years ago. Future goals for our people to keep moving forward, to interconnect, bridge the gap, to have diversity and unity amongst all cultures here in Canada and around the world. Our core territory is Riverview, working with partners, government, Coquitlam First Nation, where we continue to create our culture presence through art, carved house posts, wall, indoor, outdoor murals, new mental health and addictions and trauma facilities, which have been recently built for all peoples, adults, children, and youth. Residential schools, intergenerational trauma passed down through generations are needed to be addressed ongoing, spoken about for healing to come about through reconciliation. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, faculty to Simon Fraser University on this graduation day. It is my honor to be amongst such accomplished individuals. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you. Walk with grace. Keep moving forward on your incredible journey ahead. Failure will never overtake you if your determination to succeed is strong. Make goals, follow your heart, never give up on your dreams. Accept, trust, and be yourself always. You matter. Rise above all obstacles. Remember, tomorrow is another day. One is never too old to learn or make other new goals. Thank you. Hajka.
Friends, give yourself a little, because it's cold, and then please be seated. Thank you for sharing that warm welcome, Elder Marie Hooper, a member of the Coquitlam Nation. Really echo her words that each and every one of you matter, as does she, and I'd like to take this moment to pay our respects to elders, past and present. I'd also like to thank the Tsleil-Waututh warriors for their ceremonial opening, and of course, for the piping of the members of the SFU Pipe Band. Please join me in thanking them again. It is indeed an honor to be here with you in person today on the traditional, unceded, and continuously occupied territory of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam peoples. Indigenous languages became endangered in the last century when they were outlawed by successive governments. As a native English speaker, I speak these Indigenous languages today to contribute to my own learning and to their revival. In the shared territory on which our university sits, there are in fact historically two Indigenous languages. I recognize that the Hunkaminam and Squamish-speaking peoples have been in a relationship with this land since time immemorial. And the place names that they use have historically been linked to activities or to the surrounding environment. So we're privileged here to gather on what we today know as Burnaby Mountain, but which was first known as Tuklakwelen by the Squamish people, which means where the arbutus bark gets peeled in the spring. Certainly today it feels like that. And which is also known as Tumtumwielfusen by the Hunkaminam people, which means place where the land is reduplicated. Now, I don't know if the Indigenous people knew that a university would eventually be built here, but the names they use signify growth and renewal, and these are certainly meaningful context for the work that Simon Fraser University does today. The motifs on the regalia that President Johnson and I are wearing today were selected by Hereditary Chief Janice George and Willard Buddy Joseph. The motifs represent the First Peoples and the food harvested here on Burnaby Mountain. We're both deeply honored to wear this regalia as SFU and this country continues on our collective paths towards reconciliation. I'd now like to invite Ms. Helen Sophia Pahu, who is a fourth-year student in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, a member of the SFU Senate, and the new president of the Simon Fraser Student Society, to lead us in the singing of O Canada. For those of you online, please join us, and all in attendance, please rise.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That was lovely. We have such talented students. Please be seated. I hereby declare convocation assembled for the celebration of our alumni who graduated in the unprecedented years of 2020 and 2021. Madam President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty, honored guests, alumni, and friends, my name is Tamara Vrooman, and I am the Chancellor of Simon Fraser University. We are delighted and honored that at this time, many of you are able to gather in person with us for this important convocation. In attendance today are a number of distinguished guests in the audience and on the platform, including members of Senate, vice presidents, deans, and faculty. I'd like to acknowledge Angela George, member of the SFU Board of Governors, and member of the Tsleil-Waututh Warriors and SFU alumnus. Dr. Malinda Smith, honorary degree recipient, who will be giving the convocation address this morning, and our SFU alumni legacy parents and families. Welcome to all of you online and here in the Convocation Mall. Honored guests, President Johnson, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be back here at Simon Fraser University, even on a chilly morning such as this. I'm sure there are times when we wondered when this day would ever come. Would we ever be able to gather in person to celebrate one of the great milestones at our university, the annual convocating of degrees? I know I started to have a few doubts, just a few, that we'd be in person. But here we are, together at last to celebrate this important event. My heartfelt congratulations to you, your family, friends, and loved ones. As I look out at all of you and beyond to the surrounding campus, I think about how important institutions are. Institutions like SFU and the vital role they play in our lives. How they teach, empower, and encourage us, and how in times of celebration, but also in times of hardship, they anchor us in community. A leading politician from my youth once said, "There is no society, only individuals." The last 2 years have shown us how wrong I think that truly was. Community helps give our lives meaning, direction, and purpose. When our community is taken from us, as it has been over these past 2 years, it can be very disorienting, in fact, disheartening. Yet we yearn for it. We yearn to return to events like today, and there's no better feeling than when we're all together. As you've done today, returning to celebrate, you do so with a sense of community and to the sense of our collective accomplishments. As the first in my own family to attend university and to graduate, and now as SFU Chancellor, I have leaned heavily on the academic community for support, for connection, for wisdom, and for guidance. What I learned at university, frankly, has helped me throughout my life. It's helped me better understand the world and how we need to change it. It's empowered me. It's made me a better public servant, a better business leader, and a better citizen of this country and, in fact, of the world. And it's nurtured in me the instinct for empathy, compassion, and understanding that I first learned in those first classes when I saw students struggling and yet helping one another through those early days coming to university. That spirit is embedded in SFU's DNA. At our best, SFU always strives to make a difference in the wider world. SFU doesn't sit on the sidelines. We actively engage the communities we serve to change lives. That's what I love about this university. It's why it's such an honor to make even a small contribution to its success as its Chancellor. And when I reflect on SFU's impact and purpose, I think about how important it is that we tend to the institutions, not just the buildings, but the community and what they mean, because they are important. We should never take them for granted, or just assume they'll be the same forever. The stresses of the last 2 years, and especially the last few months, the war in Ukraine, have shown us how fragile institutions can be. And we've learned how much work it takes to sustain them. And not only to sustain them, but to push for change and innovation to make them better. Our democratic and legal institutions, our civic and social institutions, and of course, our educational institutions. They don't exist as somewhere out there in the ether. They're not someone else's responsibilities. They belong to us. They belong to you. SFU belongs to you. You contributed your energy and your passion for learning, and along the way, I'm sure you contributed joy, kindness, and compassion. You contributed ideas to make this university more equitable, more sustainable, and more inclusive. More like the world we collectively want to see. And wherever you go from here, I know that your experience here will allow you to do the same. We're living through a profound time of change and a time of uncertainty. And I know that many of you want to make a difference, but the challenges can be so overwhelming, it's hard to know where to start. But as you leave today, I want to remind you, you actually have already made that start. You did that here when you attended SFU. Graduates, on behalf of everyone at our university, faculty, staff, and nearly 180,000 alumni spread across the world, I want to say, truly, thank you. Thank you for coming back and celebrating with us. Thank you for everything you gave to this community, your community. We're so grateful to have spent this time with you, and we truly hope to see you again soon. Congratulations to you all. It is now my pleasure to call upon the president of our university, Dr. Joy Johnson, for her address. Dr. Johnson.
Madam Chancellor, let me begin by acknowledging that I am privileged to be speaking to you today from the traditional territories of the Tsleil-Waututh, the Coquitlam, the Squamish, and the Musqueam peoples. And I too recognize as a settler on these lands that I have a responsibility to address and repair relations with Indigenous peoples. And by acknowledging this and acknowledging the lands is a really important step towards reconciliation. Graduates, honored guests, what a day. It's a cold day, but what a day. I want to say again, welcome back to SFU, live and in person. It took a little longer than we expected. A few things happened along the way, small things like a global pandemic, but you did it. You're here. together at last to celebrate your enormous accomplishments, as it should be celebrated, with everyone who helped you along the way. Friends, family, faculty, staff, loved ones, we are so thrilled to have you here with us. I have been to many graduation ceremonies over the years, all of them memorable in their own way, but I want to say today's ceremony stands alone. For me, your return to SFU conveys the spirit of resilience, hope, and collective endeavor that helped us get through the last 2 years together. I know that you never expected to complete your degree from home, sheltered in place, and I know it wasn't easy. I know it took an enormous mental, physical, and economic toll on all of you. And as a lifelong educator, I've always believed in the power of education to transform lives and the world. But I have never seen education and learning pursued with such tenacity, with such patience, with such purpose. And so for that, your graduating class, or should I say classes, will be long remembered. And for that, we are so very thankful. Of course, I wish I could say that it gets easier from here, but I'm not sure that it will. Every generation is called upon to confront new challenges, and yours carries a heavy load. Wars, repression, climate change, autocracy. We are living through a time of profound uncertainty and change, perhaps greater than at any time in living memory. But as daunting as this can seem, remember that our world is also alive with examples of compassion and moral courage. Here at home, I think of the struggle of Indigenous peoples for meaningful reconciliation and decolonization. I think of the health and frontline workers who sacrificed so much through COVID-19. I think of all of those who are working to ease suffering in the Ukraine. And I think of all the SFU community is doing to build a better community and world. From research into vaccines and public health, to work we're doing to fight climate change and chart a clean energy future, to the promotion of democracy and a more equitable future, to the protection of refugees and scholars at risk. Let me offer my special thanks today to all the SFU faculty and staff who have stepped up to host scholars and others at risk during this difficult time. Your support embodies a larger commitment to intellectual freedom and global citizenship that is the moral core of our university community. A community to which all of you, no matter what you choose to do or where life takes you, will always belong. You are part of an extended SFU family. An SFU family built of alumni that spans the country and the globe. People from all walks of life doing extraordinary things. So I want to tell you, connect with them, learn from them, and know that we, everyone in the SFU community, are always here for you. So please, don't be a stranger. We want to keep hearing from you, learning from you, telling you how proud we are of everything that you are accomplishing, because we are so proud, and we always will be. So, graduates of 2020 and 2021, welcome back. Our heartfelt thanks and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Johnson. SFU's honorary degree is the highest honor conferred by our university. Degrees are awarded to distinguished individuals in recognition of their scholarly, scientific, or artistic achievement, or in recognition of exceptional contribution to the public good through professional or philanthropic activity. Their achievements celebrate our university's values and serve as an inspiration. They're role models to our students, graduates, alumni, and the broader community. Dr. Malinda Smith was conferred an honorary degree in spring 2021, and we are delighted that she will be providing the convocation address for us here today. To present Dr. Malinda Smith, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Kamari Beck. Dr. Beck is an associate professor and academic coordinator at the Equity Studies in Education program at our university. She is also a co-director for the Centre for Research on International Education, editor of the Canadian Journal Comparative and International Education, and president of the SFU Faculty Association. Friends, please join me in welcoming Dr. Beck to the podium.
Madam Chancellor, in a time darkened by rising incidents of overt and violent racism and deepening inequities, I am privileged to present today Dr. Malinda Smith, a renowned political scientist whose lifelong pursuit of racial justice in Canada is helping to shape a more diverse, inclusive, and just nation. Born in the Bahamas and educated at Queen's College in Nassau, Dr. Smith later earned 2 master's degrees at Western Michigan University and a PhD in political science at the University of Alberta, where she eventually became a professor. Today, Dr. Smith is the inaugural Vice Provost of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion and a Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation Fellow at the University of Calgary. An engaged and much lauded researcher, Dr. Smith's work offers timely insight into the history of racism, racialization, and inequality in Canada and around the world. Her scholarship reveals not only how we arrived at this tense moment, but how we can and must move forward. Dr. Smith's EDI leadership has influenced policy at the national level, both inside and beyond the academy. The first person of color on the executive of the Federation for the Humanities and Social Sciences, she spearheaded Equity Matters on the Ideas blog and worked to embed EDI in Congress programming. In 2021, Dr. Smith chaired the Federation's Advisory Committee on Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Decolonization, which produced an influential report, Igniting Change, a call to action and resource for the Federation, for universities, and the entire scholarly community. She also contributed to the Dimensions EDI Charter, which helps Canada's major federal granting agencies to engage and support disadvantaged and historically underrepresented researchers and create a more inclusive research ecosystem. Currently, past president of the International Studies Association of Canada and a member of the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, Dr. Smith has also served as an EDI advisor to the Canada Research Chairs Program, Statistic Canada's Advisory Committee on Ethnocultural and Immigration Statistics and Expert Working Group on Black Communities, and on the Interinstitutional Advisory Committee for National Dialogues and Action for Inclusive Higher Education and Communities, among many others. The list goes on. She has advanced equity as a member of the Canadian Association of University Teachers Racialized Academic Staff Working Group and as equity chair of her university's Faculty Association. A prolific scholar and author, she has published widely in areas of international and comparative politics, critical race studies, gender and politics, equity, diversity, human rights, and decolonization. She's a co-editor of The Nuances of Blackness in the Canadian Academy published just in January this year, States of Race, Critical Race Feminism for the 21st Century, and co-author of The Equity Myth, Racialization and Indigeneity at Canadian Universities, one of the most widely cited works in the field. One of the more significant contributions that Dr. Smith has made is in what could be called equity activism in the academy. Generous with her time and wisdom, Dr. Smith has had a profound influence on racialized academics and students, mentoring, mobilizing, and inspiring us all in the call for change. Malinda Smith has justly earned the many academic honors that have been bestowed on her over the years, including, most recently, a 2021 Compelling Calgarians Award, the 2020 Susan Northcutt Award from the International Studies Association, the 2020 Rosalind Smith Professional Award from the National Black Coalition of Canada, and a 2020 100 Accomplished Black Canadian Women Honorary from 100 ABC Women. Madam Chancellor, in recognition of her profound contributions to anti-racism and the advancement of a more equitable, diverse, and inclusive society, Malinda Smith was conferred the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Dr. Malinda Smith will now be ceremonially hooded by Dr. Elizabeth Ellie, Vice Provost and Associate Vice President, Learning and Teaching, and Mr. Tom Nault, University Registrar and Executive Director, Student Enrollment.
With pleasure that I call upon Malinda Smith to deliver the Convocation address. Dr. Smith.
Chancellor Vrooman, President and Vice Chancellor Joy Johnson, elders, students, co-honorees, distinguished guests, family, and friends. I am deeply honored to join you and the many outstanding graduates here today to receive this Doctor of Laws honoris causa from Simon Fraser University, Canada's preeminent comprehensive university. It's a privilege to be a visitor on the traditional Coast Salish lands, the unceded, shared, and traditional territories of many First Nations speaking over 30 languages. I also acknowledge these first languages, not yet official languages of these lands. I respectfully acknowledge the nations on which the Burnaby campus is located: the Tsleil-Waututh, the Cree Wet'len, the Squamish, and the Musqueam nations. It's an honor to be among all of you. I want to offer my congratulations to the graduates to your birth or chosen family, your teachers and mentors, to the Indigenous students, Black and racialized students, queer students, first-generation students, international students, the rich social, cultural, linguistic, national, religious diversities that make up this campus, our communities, and the world. Congratulations on being your ancestors and your families' wildest dreams. All of you, women, men, non-binary, I am honored to celebrate this moment of great achievement, of joy, with each of you. You did this thing, and it's amazing. Never forget, you are amazing. You completed this milestone in the context of profound uncertainty, sometimes despite disappointment, sometimes while ill, in different time zones, or losing a loved one during a multi-wave pandemic. The knowledges, the lived experiences, the insights into the human condition are skills and competencies for which no toolkits are yet written. You are a testament to hard work, to perseverance, to hope, to courage, and what is possible in a world shaped by economic disruption, hybridity, hyperconnective spaces, multi-generational learning in home spaces, and the fluidity between the real and the virtual relationships. You, among the pandemial generation, the millennial, and the Zoomers, are making history and will continue to do so, as those lived lessons cannot be undone, nor captured solely in any single textbook or journal article or podcast. That journey that you have traveled is itself a lesson, is itself a testament to everything you are and promise to be. That road not yet traveled must be faced with courage. What you make of these unprecedented experiences will shape what the world, and in turn, our disciplines, our research questions, our artistic query, our communities, our institutions will look like in the many afterlives of COVID-19. What does it even mean for me to receive this honor in these tumultuous times, when the very meaning of freedom remains in question? A woman's freedom, the freedom of communities, of nations. Tumultuous times in which we are confronted by the burden of history and memory, the long shadow of the residential schools, or the devastations of war in Ukraine, in Yemen, and elsewhere. I think it would do us well to remember the inimitable words of Martin Luther King Jr., that we cannot forget. We are called upon to transform the profound inequities and social injustices everywhere, the injustices of racism, discrimination, sexual and gender-based violence, the racisms of microaggression, of lateral violence. We are called upon to address these injustices because, as Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. And we see this today as things that we were thought that were settled, long done, are unraveling. Relationships are teetering. We see that we must continue to struggle for justice. When you were born a colonial subject, deemed second class by virtue of race, gender, national origin, like I have been, there is no script in one's life's journey that could have prepared me for this possibility. At this moment, I stand before you humbled because of that insight I gained with aging, perhaps too late, for my late parents. Inez and Elvin Smith. They gave me the knowledge, the recognition, the gift that by promoting education, I was pursuing the possibility of human freedom, which you have gained here at this great university. This morning, I feel the indomitable strength of my late mother, who remained undaunted in the face of colonialism, of poverty, of marginality. Seemingly impossible world. If I think of an expression that nonetheless sum up my life's journey to get me to this moment where I can stand before you, it would be one that has inexorably shaped my life. My mother's unfailing faith in me when confronted with a challenge. She said, "You will figure it out." Never doubting for a moment that would be true. And I offer this to you, too, who have survived all of this: pandemic, global disruption, economic upheavals, racism, polarization. I say this to you, when forced with doubt, never forget how you survived this moment. You are here, that you can do it, and you can do it with determination, and you can do it with grace. So let me close by offering you some lessons, 3 lessons I've learned that I hope to encourage you in these uncertain times. First, the struggle for human rights and justice is a lifelong struggle. It is a collective struggle. It is a we struggle as much as an I struggle. As the Burkina Faso adage put it, if you want to go fast, sure, go alone. However, if you want to go far, go together. And you have traveled here together. I think that is true for those of us who work to advance human rights, equity, and social justices on our campuses, in our communities, across Canada, and around the world. This moment and the futures you will be making will require you to call upon a virtue that I think is indispensable. That is the virtue of courage. And to draw on the wisdom of Maya Angelou, we should never forget, one is not born with courage, but we are born with the potential. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue consistently. We cannot be kind. We cannot be merciful. We cannot be generous. We cannot be honest. Courage requires us to confront fear, to resist going along to get along. Courage requires us to practice it consistently. Like a muscle, you must build it up. If you practice it erratically, we will not lead to change and transformation. To all of you who have honored me with this generous recognition, I thank you. To SFU, I thank you. To all of you who have survived these tumultuous times, who have thrived, who are filled with joy, whose families are here from around the world here, I celebrate you. I wish you the very best. To continue to achieve the greatest dreams of your life. Never let disappointment hold you back. Go forth and do well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Smith, for your inspiring words and for reminding us to work on our muscle of courage. Inspiring indeed. Our alumni, and you are now among them, Dr. Smith, are incredibly important to us. And so when all of you graduated, each of you were sent Simon Fraser University alumni pin. And that was located in your celebration box. And that was a symbolic gift, the pin, to you in your new roles as alumni of Simon Fraser University. I now want to call upon Ms. Erica Torres to address you. Erica Torres received a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies in 2015 from Simon Fraser University and a Master's of Arts in Political Science from McGill University in 2018. She's a member of our SFU Alumni Board and is working hard for all of you. I now invite Erica to the lectern to bring you greetings from the SFU Alumni Association. Erica.
Thank you, President Johnson. Good morning. It is truly my pleasure to see all of you in person today. You have been members of an exclusive group of SFU alumni since you graduated. It is a community of change makers, problem solvers, leaders, collaborators, and industrious alumni around the globe. Wherever you go, SFU alumni will be cheering you on. As alumni, you serve as ambassadors for SFU in your community. Through your journey, you will inspire current and future students to dream, to strive for excellence, and to make their own mark on the world. Please stay connected to SFU alumni. We want to hear from you and have the chance to celebrate you and your successes. As you cross the stage today, be proud of your accomplishments and everything it took to be in this moment. Be proud of your SFU credentials, and most importantly, thank you so much for investing all of your time, energy, and talents in this great university. Congratulations, and I hope you can join us at the faculty and alumni celebration reception that follows today's ceremony up by the AQ pond. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Erica. We're almost to the point where we're going to have you cross the stage, but we have one more important thing. Before those from the class of 2020 and 2021 are presented individually to the Chancellor, Mr. Hamza Abdelrahman, a student speaker at Convocation in spring 2020, will provide the graduation address. Mr. Hamza Abdelrahman received his honors Bachelor's of Arts degree in economics in 2020. His 4 years were filled with high academic achievements and community engagement. Since graduating, he has been working as a research analyst at the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland to support the central bank's pandemic economic recovery efforts. His future plans are to complete an economics graduate degree and to continue to promote economic growth and prosperity. I'm now pleased to call upon Mr. Abdelrahman.
Thank you, President Johnson, and good morning to everyone joining us here today in person and online. Special hello to my parents who could not make it here, and they're watching online, so hi Mom, hi Dad. I joined SFU in 2016, which now feels like forever ago. From my early days on campus, I thought I knew what my future was going to look like. My department's academic advisor would tell you how I came to his office in my first term with a detailed plan for how my undergraduate career was going to go and a set path for what my future was going to look like. So Azam, I told him, I'm going to graduate by 2020, I'm going to complete my master's degree in Canada by 2021, and from there, I'm going to Harvard to get my PhD, and then go to Jordan to become a politician and eventually become the Prime Minister of my home country. A very reasonable and realistic plan, right? I thought I had it all figured out, and I followed this plan of mine very carefully throughout my 4 years at SFU. Then March 2020 came, And who here remembers that month? The early days of March were actually such a high point for me. Months and months of therapy were finally starting to pay off. I was weeks away from finishing my degree, and I was officially going to complete my master's degree at SFU in the economics department. Life was great. After 2 years of very serious mental health battles and very, very unhealthy coping mechanisms, life was improving. Things were looking up. I was very blessed to have a great therapist and to be surrounded by amazing friends. And for the first time in a long time, I was actually looking forward to the future. Then the pandemic hit and everything changed. I'll spare you the 20-minute rundown of how the early pandemic days looked like because we all lived it. But I will tell you that the future felt very uncertain, and this uncertainty was way too scary for me. A part of me did not want to complete my master's degree over Zoom, but at the same time, I was too afraid to let go of this safe space and this comfort that formal education gave me. Despite this fear, I applied to jobs all over the place, telling myself, it's okay, I'll just work for a couple of years and immediately go back to school. Well, I received a great job offer in Cleveland, Ohio, and I had never been to the Midwest of the United States. But I packed my bags, said goodbye to my amazing friends and to this beautiful province, and I moved to a new city in the midst of the global pandemic. If any of you here today also moved to a new city during the pandemic, then maybe my first year in Cleveland will sound familiar. I didn't talk to anyone in person except for the grocery store cashier. His name was Mark. I adopted a dog to compensate for the lack of human affection. And I really loved my job, but hated not being able to make friends or form genuine connections. It took over a year, but I eventually got to meet some coworkers of mine in person who later became really good friends. And just as Cleveland was beginning to feel like home, it was time to leave. 1 week ago, I packed my bags again. I said goodbye to my friends again, and I drove 5,000 kilometers with my partner and my dog to come to Vancouver to tell all of you here today how the past 2 years have taught me to embrace uncertainty and to try to make the best out of the unexpected paths that life takes us on. In a few days, I'll be leaving Vancouver again to go to San Francisco to begin a new job in a new city. This will be yet another chapter in my life that I did not plan for. Am I scared of what's to come? Of course, I'm terrified. Will I actually go back to education at some point? Will I ever move back to my home country? Or will I just keep moving from city to city, hoping I find my new home? I don't have an answer to any of these questions. And for the first time in forever, I am actually okay with not knowing what's in store for me. I hope that those of you today who are also navigating unknown paths and that are going through bumpy journeys will always remember that life, even if after rejections, losses, and seemingly never-ending mental health battles, that life has a mysterious way of working itself out. Thank you, and congratulations to all of us for being the first generation to be handed our degree twice, once from the local mayor carrier and another from the university chancellor today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hamza, for sharing your personal story, but also for driving 5,000 kilometers to join us. You know, that is dedication. That's what we expect from our alumni. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And good luck in the future as well. Those from the classes of 2020 and 2021 in attendance today will now be presented to the Chancellor. Will the honored graduates please rise? Graduates, just the graduates, for now. All of you, yep, there we go. That's good, excellent. Madam Chancellor. Oh, they're fantastic. Let's give them a round of applause. Clapping is also a good way to warm up, so I encourage it. Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars that have fulfilled the statutory requirements in 2020 and 2021 as laid down by the Senate of this university.
Okay, here comes the official part. By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I am delighted that each of you have been admitted to your various and several degrees. Today, we are here together to celebrate your accomplishments and your achievements. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may now be seated. The members of the graduating classes from 2020 and 2021 here in Convocation Mall will now be individually presented to the Chancellor. But just before we begin, a few requests for those of you in the mall today. Family and friends, as courtesy to others, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. But we welcome you to applaud, cheer, share the joy that you have for the graduates as they cross the stage. Today is a day for celebration. Honored graduates, after you have crossed the stage, I invite the doctoral graduates to join us on the platform. There are seats behind me. And all other honored graduates, please return to your seats. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the 2020-2021 graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented. Madam Chancellor, I invite the Associate Dean, Academics and Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, Dr. Rosanne Panchazzi, to begin the presentation of those who have earned graduate degrees.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented. I invite Faculty Dean Pro Tem Peter Hall to join us. Madam Chancellor, the graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Dr. Stan Annonby.
Oh, PhDs, pardon me.
That's right. Stan Annonby.
I don't have his name.
Stan Annonby.
Okay. And I should say? It's because she didn't give me the card.
Dr. Irina Presnyakova, supervised by Dr. Panyayotis Papas.
Dr. Irina Presnyakova. Dr. Manuela Mileva.
Dr. Ataman Osman Avdan, supervised by Dr. Ildiz Atazoy.
It's okay. Dr. Carolyn Clare, supervised by Dr. Peter Dickinson.
Dr. Norcha De Veers, supervised by Dr. Marie Monroe. Dr. Patricia Feindel, supervised by Dr. Dara Culhane.
Dr. Bouchard Kashoub, supervised by Dr. Suzanne Hilgendorf.
Dr. Kimberly O'Donnell, supervised by Dr. Margaret Linley. Dr. Alex Shield, supervised by Dr. Sophie McCall.
Dr. Ricardo Malman Lomas Cohn, supervised by Dr. Simon Woodcock.
Dr. Thomas Vigier, supervised by Dr. Bertile Antillon. Dr. Han T. Tong, supervised by Dr. David Freeman.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Samin Asan. Shawak Al-Husami. Ujala Anand. Jarkin Bayazova. Anthony Jack Blackwell. Giovanna Catusi. Srijoni Datta. Anna Oi Yun Fong. Sanjana Mahajan. Bridget Malana. Vanessa Milost Gonzalez. Grace Mura Wong. Sayamin Azam Nahin. Afsana Aziz Naito. Louisa Plant. Hassan Riyasat. Rupi Sandher. Naomi Grace Stewart. Veronica Sudesh. Jarrett Visco. Claire Acton Wilson.
Jenny Chen.
Momoka Yamagata. Yara Eunice. Stephanie Yu. Casey Horenko.
Thomas Morton. Nina Watts.
Hans Gunawan Chandra. Dennis Anthony Pillay. Harjot Bunwait. Lavana Huang. Yulia Sincrane. Trevor Walton. Kitty Wong. Jessica Carson. Joan Chiesda Chamanorva. Seaned Dyer. Scott Allen Erdman. Ida Lin. Sarah Obidi.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates who have completed the requirements for graduate diplomas in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Nega Alapur.
Vladimir Orsovsky.
Tanya Hebron.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Hamza Abdelrahman. Yaksheni Alagirisami. Arjun Badial. Joel Barnes. Michaela Kennedy Basile. Trisha Mary Ann Bautista. Richa Bihari. Florence Bellanastasia. Justin Bello. Katrina Berry. Gunvir Bandal. Emily Lauren Bignell. Eric Black. Imraj Bolduc. Laura Carpenter. Sin Yu Chan.
Pui Wing Chan.
Sarah Shui Lam Chan. Yang Shen Chang.
Chun Pong Jeffrey Chow.
Olivia Chen. Wen Yang Chen. Lin Lin Chen. Mei Yi Chen. Ling Ping Chen. Alex Ho Quan Cheng. Jason Chin. Yan Ling Chong. Karen Hoi Man Chu. Timothy Chua. Victoria Chua. Kelly Chung. Elaine Sept Chong. Benjamin Charles Connor. Mingjae Tay. Jacob Richard Dandria. Elizabeth A. Jackman Danis. Kelly Davies. Kizerdea. Jenna DeSeta. Rochelle Deitch. Lizeth Guadalupe Diaz Hernandez. Bianca Dominguez Aviles. Milord Doost. Jamal Duma. Tessa Earnshaw. Courtney Eso. Lucy Fallis. Taryn Fanzega. Allison Brooke Fellberg. Vanny Chi Yin Fong. Shen Kai Fong. Isabel Fernandez. Olivia Ferreira. Andrea Florencia Figueroa. Colin Fowler. Rana Bel Genchai. Lindsay Melissa Gessner. Lima Guylan. Gurneet Gill. Ravneet Gill. Taylor Goff. Lucas Gray. Elda Hyderovach. Magnolia Hamzalui. Erica Hasegawa.
Daryl Hayward.
Emma Gislin Odessa Saravasti Henderson. Brianna Herford. Omar Herji. Kitty Ho. T. Nok Ming Ho. Ian Ho. John Holowati. Haruka Hong. Andy Hu. Zijing Huang. Jinrang Huang. Alberto Iskandar. Georgina Beverly Ann Johnston. Anila Jose. Shivani Joshi.
Ifaola Aran Ole.
Christina Antoinette Dorcas Kamukai. Savreen Kang. Shaista Kara. Sabiha Sharona Khan. Ahmed Khan. Asha Kara. Jane Kim. Sienna Kish. Zoe Koenigsvest. Mark Kolomajak. Monica Kondo. Carissa Louise Koneski. Allison Kono. Simone Kirshner. Nainaz Qatar. Adrian Kwan. Sajid Lakhani. Kathy Lamb. Joey Lamb. Emmanuel Langer. Kwok Ching Law. Zona Lee. Jong-hoon Lee. Brian Lee. Ingrid Liang. Yuan Yi Li. Rachel Lana Lee. Jane Lee. Jeremy Pei Qian Liang. Shi Rui Liang. Arthur Liao. Stacy Xiao Nyok Lim Quet Oi. Anson Liu. Mayo Lu. Harold Liu. Roland Lu Drehar. Jose Fernando Lizarazo. Joshin Lochum. Nikita Lutik Hota. Brandon Ma. Ing Mai. Andy Munn. Jenica May Manuel. Ryan Martin. Priya Matu. Aaron Matu. Jasprit Matu. James Alexander May. Nancy Emily McLean. Jahanseb Mayman.
Joel Majo.
Sean Robert Miller. Hainan Abdullamir Yosef Mohammed Ali. Grace Montemayor. Christina Morden. Tong Mu. Navneet Kaur Nanan. Andrew Ng. Melanie Kayan Ng. Kathy Tung Yin Nguyen. Nilufar Nixirat. Rosemary Nkoma. Bervlen Ugona Obi. Osita Olacampo. Kelsey Joy Olita. Kathleen Louise Olivares. Lauren Ollenberger. Christine Ortiz. Sydney Francis Ascenton Welch. Ronaldo Oyong. Momoko Payek. Michael Joseph Payaro. Milton Pang. Chantel Partridge. Caitlin Peden. Jean-Luc Vieira Pereira. Sarah Perkonig. Luka Petrovic. Trong Huynh Mein Pham.
Alec Paulso-Waite.
Sanam Prasad. Ivan Promovich. Mohammed Rafieh. Polly Rai. Tariq Raza.
Same Prudence Valadares.
Nilia Raden Mohammed Fuad. Terence Rasher. Stephen Charles Robertson. Herman Sahota. Jaspal Singh Sangera. Kritisha Sankla.
Samuel Jackson Service.
Stephen Akish Sharma. Se-In Shen. Aaron Shevchuk. Shayna Shim. Nicole Shimon. Siv Ting Sitha. Victoria Scaper. Sasha Soden. Johar Kaur Somel. Henley Song.
Larry Speaks Chinda.
Jessica Erin Stewart. Carla Sulentic.
Ying Ran Olin Sun.
Gurjat Kaur Sunner. Thomas Jan Theodore. Stevie MC Elizabeth Thompson. Sabrina Tonoli. Caitlin Vanderhav. Bianca Virgie. Andrea Vulinovic Zlatan. Sydney Wallen. Zitai Bill Wang. Tiani Wang. Minnie Wang. Morgan Weverink. Bethany Williamson. Tiana Wong. Samantha Tse-Chin Wong. Ho Ting Edmund Wu. Jia Tong Xu. Emily Yamagami. Kai Chen Yao. Rachel Yi. Sophie Young. Suki Yu. Lanika Yule. Yingling Zhang. Tianyang Zhang. Xi Zhang. Yilin Zhao. Jenny Zhao. Cao Ying Zhuang.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates who have completed the requirements for the diplomas and certificates in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented. I'm not sure what he's saying. Apologies. Madam Chancellor, the graduates The graduate for the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Liz Chula.
Madam Chancellor, the graduates who have completed the requirements for the diplomas and certificates in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences will now be presented.
Monica Hoger.
Liti Kuiha Daniels.
Charlene Kelly Michelle George. Sherry Newman. Kira Bondi. Jasmine Piao. Samson Blade White Bear George.
Will the graduates please rise? I got a few behind me as well. I am so honored that you are here today, and I congratulate each and every one of you. The completion of a degree is an impressive achievement, and I encourage your family and your friends to communicate their hearty congratulations to you by whatever means they can. Please join me in applauding this graduating class. Now, I invite you, the members of the graduating classes, to reciprocate by applauding your family and friends, faculty and staff, and all of those who have helped you achieve this goal. It is a very big day, and it's just been so wonderful to see so many of you across the stage, and a few with a tear in your eye, I must say. So thank you very much, Madam Chancellor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Johnson. And just as we were finishing there, I saw the sun almost come out on cue as if to celebrate. We truly are blessed here at Simon Fraser University. Friends, this completes the formal presentation of graduates and their degrees. Before we depart, I do have several thank yous. To all of you here and online, of course, thank you for joining us. Oh, and graduates, you can sit down if you'd like. You don't have to stand the whole time. And of course, an event like this runs smoothly only because of the countless volunteers who come each and every year because they know that this is such a special celebration for graduates and their families. So please join me in thanking the volunteers who made this possible. Honored graduates, family, and friends, you're now invited to attend your faculty and alumni celebration reception up near the AQ pond. And the weather has cooperated, and I certainly hope that many of you can join us. We look forward to continuing the celebration. This brings to a close the formal part of this morning's convocation. Please rise and remain standing at your places as the platform party recesses, and then please exit as instructed by the people surrounding you. Thank you again. Good day.